Welcome to part 2 of lesson 20. Always make sure you put your heading on first. Name, number, date. First and last in cursive. My number is pi. Remember to put the date that you're actually working on these notes, not just the date I'm putting. Okay, and our subject is math. All right, so here we're going to first estimate. Now, estimating with two two-digit numbers, we're going to round both of them or look for compatible numbers. 24 is pretty close to 25, so for 24, I'm just going to use a compatible number, 25. 13 isn't close to 25, so I'm going to round that one. So it's between 10 and 20. Halfway is 15. And 13 is closer to being 10. So 25 times 10. The placeholder moves it over a place. 1 times 25 is 25. This one went up, this one went down, so it should be closer to the actual product. But this one went down more than this one went up, so I'm going to say it's a little lower than our actual product. The estimate is 250. Now we're going to use our rectangular array here. So I'm going to make a box. With four sections to it. And I need to break this apart. 24 is the same as 20 plus 4. I need to put it in its expanded form. Show what those digits represent, and I'm going to break this apart in its expanded form. Well, here 10 times 20 is going to give us at least 100, because 10 times 10 is 100. But I need 2 of them. Twenty times 10 is 200. Next, I have 20. I need 3 groups of 20. So there's 2, 3. So here's 20, and I have 1, 2, 3 groups of them. So 20 groups of 3, or 3 groups of 20, is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. The placeholder moves it over a place, and then 2 times 3 is 6. Here we need 1, 2, 3, 4 tens. Well, 4 tens is 10, 20, 30, 40. And then we have 4 groups of 3. So there's 3. That's one group. 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups. Well, 4 groups of 3 is 12. Now we have all our partial products, and if you happen to do as I did, you lined up from the ones. If not, just be careful with adding. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2. 0 plus 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 1 is 11. And 2 plus 1 is 3. Is 312 close to 250? Yes. And it is a little bit higher, so that is reasonable. The product is 312, and it is reasonable because it is close to my estimate of 250. All right, now we're going to look at our next one. We're going to estimate, so we go to the largest place or we look for compatible numbers. Well, 21 could change to 25, but rounding would be closer to the actual product. Whatever round number or compatible number is close to your actual product is what you want to go with. So 25 would be a little farther away than just rounding. So I'm going to go ahead and round both. So 64 is between 60 and 70. Halfway is 65. 64 is right here, so it's closer to 60. 20 and 30 is what? 21's in between. 25 is halfway. 21 is going to be very close to 20. So I have 60 times 20. I have 2 placeholders. It's going to move it over 2 places, and 2 times 6 is 12. 1, 2, 3, comma. Well, both of these went down. This one went down, and this one went down. So that means this is a low estimate. The actual product will be higher, but should be close to 1,200. The estimate is 1,200. All right, let's look at our rectangular array. I'm going to make it big. Put it into 4 sections. Right, so here I break this apart into 60 plus 4. Do that expanded form, and here 20 plus 1. Well, the 10 times the 10 here means we're going to have hundreds. So I have 2 hundreds there, and I need 6 groups of them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll fit another one up here. 6. 6 groups of 20, 60 times 20 is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,010, 1,000, I'm sorry, 1,100, 1,200. Here we have 60, and I need one group of 60, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 60 times 1 is 60. So I'm already lining up from the ones to get ready to add these partial products together. Okay, so 20, I need 4 groups of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 groups of 20 is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So the placeholder just moves it over a place, and 4 times 2 is 8. And then I just need 4 groups of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 groups of 1 is 4. So these are our partial products that we can add together. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4. 0 plus 6 plus 8 is 14, so I regroup. 2 plus 1 is 3, and then 1. Is that close to 1,200? It's not too far off, and I knew that my estimate would be actually lower than my product, so it is reasonable. The product is 1,344, and it is reasonable because it is close to my estimate of 1,200. Just remember, it's always 1, 2, 3, then your comma, groups of 3. But we only put our comma on the paper, not on the computer. But it's always groups of 3, then a comma, groups of 3, then a comma, starting from the ones place. All right, now that we're done with our 3 column notes, it is time for you to practice, and thank you for joining me.